Welcome to Convo Fango. Today we are joined by Amie Donald, but you guys may know her better as M3GAN. Thanks for coming to hang out with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
So this is such a fun movie, and I have a million things that I want to ask you. So you're going to try and start at the top here. So basically, M3GAN is brought to life by kind of like a team. So we've got you actually inside of the costume doing like the sweet TikTok dances and murdering people and such. We've got Jenna Davis, who does the voice. And then we also have like puppeteers and people doing like animatronics. And that's like a whole lot of people to bring this one entity to life. So I'm wondering, like, what was that like for you on set? You're actually in the costume. Are you saying lines on set? Is there something dubbed? Or are you just like silently going about? Because I feel like that would be difficult, I imagine.
Yes, so I had to say the lines on set, but we always knew that somebody was gonna do the voiceover,
Mhm.
and they did an amazing job with Jenna. Jenna's just so good as M3GAN. Um, and it was very fun working with the puppeteers because they're all so nice, and it was so fun to work with them. They'd always let us play around with M3GAN. Me and Violet would always hang out with her. It was just so fun to put it all together.
Just you and Violet and M3GAN just hanging out on set, just chatting and doing TikTok dances. That's awesome. I love that. Are you a Star Wars fan at all? I'm curious.
I am. I love
Yeah, okay, so
Star.
you're kind of like you have like a Darth Vader situation going on. Like you're
Yeah.
in the M3GAN costume, you're saying the lines on set, but they're gonna be dubbed over later. So M3GAN is like kind of like a Darth Vader situation. So that's cool. You're also not able to do like facial expressions, right? Because you've got the M3GAN mask on, and that part comes
Yeah.
in later. So are you under the mask? Because I know like if my face is covered, but I'm taking a picture, I'm still like this, even though you can't see my face. So are you doing the expressions and stuff, even though you're covered with the mask?
Yes, I was always doing the expressions. It really helps me when I act, just doing the expressions. And even though I had this mask on that looked dead serious, most of the time I was smiling under the mask.
I don't know if that makes it creepier, like saying I'm gonna like cut you up and you have like a smile on your face. Like that might be worse. You have a background, you're a dancer, you're a gymnast, right? So you do all these physical things. Did that help you kind of like emote? Like, I mean, I think if you took away everything and I wasn't speaking and you took away my face and you were like, okay, convey this emotion. I don't know how well I would be able to do that, but I feel like you very much through body language and like you can isolate parts of your body in ways probably most people can't because you're trained in that stuff. So do you think that background helped you to kind of emote specifically using like from here down and you're like I'm conveying these emotions?
Definitely, because my dance teacher, that was always a big part of dancing, and we'd have isolating, we'd always work on that together, and like it's been such a big, like everything that was in M3GAN, most of the stuff we'd actually do in dancing, like isolating the body, we'd do dancing, and like yeah, it's just we work on expressions, but also with our body, which is really cool.
Mhm. I love that. Was there any, did you kind of go through different variations of like, well, maybe she moves like this, or maybe she moves like this? Like, were there parts where it's like she was like more robotic and then less robotic? Like, did you guys like kind of go through like different testing different movements?
Yes, we did. So, basically, when we first got the role of M3GAN, I had my two movement coaches, um, Jed Brophy and Luke Hawker, and we worked together and we tried to find what M3GAN moves like, and we came up with a whole bunch of different variations, and we showed Gerard every single one of them, and he picked out his favorite one. But we had always been talking about how she always would start off really robotic, but the more time she spends with Katie, the more time she would become more human-like. And yeah, it was just really fun to experiment, try new things, and find how M3GAN walks.
It is very creepy how you can see that she's adapting, and there's something about the fact that she's not like if she was like super robotic, it would have a creepiness to it, but the fact that you're almost like you look at her and you're like, wait, is that an actual child? And you're like, oh no, it's an AI. So there's like that weird in between, and you just like nailed that weird kind of like hybrid movement, and then as it's progressing, it just gets more like ugh, like there's something unsettling about it, right? as you're watching. Do you have any favorite killer doll movies except for M3GAN, which I imagine would be your number one?
M3GAN is my favorite horror movie, but
Okay.
Chucky's amazing. That movie was cool. He's really different to M3GAN, but he's still really awesome. But yeah, it's just there's so many horror movies out there, and they're so good. And I just think it's so cool to know that I'm part of one now.
Yes, you're now an icon. Your M3GAN is on a Fangoria cover, which I should have had next to me, and I don't have it. But yeah. But I do have this friend who wants to say thank you for those lovely
Oh my
comments.
god. That is so cool. Oh my goodness.
Who do you think would win in a battle, a fighting battle? Would it be M3GAN or Chucky?
They both have their strengths and weaknesses, but I reckon M3GAN would win.
I think so too. All right. He's gonna come for me in my sleep now because I agreed with that.
Yeah.
All right. Dance battle. Who wins, M3GAN or Chucky?
Okay, that's a definite M3GAN.
Chucky needs to work on those moves. Rap
Yeah.
battle. M3GAN or Chucky?
Oh, I think Chucky might win that one.
Really interesting. Okay, what's your reasoning behind Chucky winning the rap battle?
Oh. It's like M3GAN, she's very like technical with stuff, but
Mhm.
Chucky, he's very free. He's a free boy.
Okay.
But I reckon he'd be better at a rap battle because I don't know why. I just got this feeling he'd be better at a rap battle.
You just feel it in your gut. You're like, that's my money
Yeah.
is on Chucky for that one. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a sequel in the works, but when we leave, spoiler alert, at the end of the first one, M3GAN is like disembodied. She's alive and well, she exists, and that's that moment of like, oh, she's still there, but she doesn't have a body. So ideally, what would your sequel look like?
Well, I would really like her to come back as like, well, she's already in Elsie kind of. So if somebody bring her back to life, I was thinking of this the other day, and I thought it would be pretty cool if she came back and she just connected to all the perpetual pets, and they were like her little army. That would be really.
Oh my God. That's
That'd
amazing.
be,
If they didn't already put that in the script, you should co-write that with them because that would be terrifying.
yeah.
Because yeah, it's kind of like the Chucky situation as well. The perpetual pets are already out there in like
Yeah.
mass amounts. Like every
Mm,
household has at least one. Some of them probably
yeah.
have more than one. So if
Yeah.
M3GAN took over those, done. It would be a problem. Would you hope
Yeah.
that she finds a body again so that maybe you could come back and play M3GAN in this one as well and command the army of perpetual pets?
Definitely. But what me and my mum were saying is she can come back in so many different ways because
Mhm.
first of all her brain's still an Elsie, but spoiler alert, but in the movie, Kurt has all of M3GAN's details on his computer, but he's gone now. So anyone can just pick it up and just rebuild her. But there's so many different ways that she can be brought back to life, which is really cool.
I forgot about the part where he steals like the data, but then he's gone in the elevator, but his laptop
Yeah,
is still floating around the building somewhere. If that gets
yeah.
into the wrong hands, yeah, okay, I like where this is going. I'm excited about this. I don't know if any of that will be involved in the plot for the sequel, but I want it to be because that's cool. And I like your perpetual pets army idea. That's terrifying. How has it been seeing, this is our last question, I know we're running out of time, but how has it been seeing people like Jason Blum, Drew Barrymore, and basically all of TikTok dressing up like M3GAN and then trying to like copy your dance? Like what has that been like?
That was really crazy because I was not expecting anyone to be doing dance. I didn't expect anyone to be going crazy over this movie because we never thought this movie was going to be really big. We thought it was just going to be a little movie, but it's turned out to be a really big movie. And it's really amazing. I love that everyone's doing the dance. Even some little girls are doing dances. And then there's just so many people doing the M3GAN dance, which is very fun. And I just love that people are inspired by me and doing the dance.
Amazing. That's a perfect spot to end. This is so cool. Congratulations. I hope she finds a body, and I hope that you are back for the sequel because we would love to see that. You did an amazing creepy job in this. Wonderful work.